What is going on, Kryptic crew? This is your boy Kryptic Flash here, bringing you guys week 7 of the PBL. If you guys are hyped, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Also subscribe if you're new to join the Kryptic crew. Now this week we are going up against Pokeprez and the Gettysburg Gumshoos. His record is 4-2, we're 4-2, so it's going to be a pretty big matchup today. I did find out that playoffs are actually pretty much set. They're still deciding whether they want the top 6 teams to go ahead and make it to the playoffs, or they want the top 8 teams. So we're sitting kind of in the middle there at 4 or 5, kind of in that area, 5, 6, whatever. So we've got things kind of locked up. Wow, we will be going to playoffs. It's just what seed will we be? So we will still be taking each match very seriously. These next 2 weeks, and we only have 2 more weeks. We have this week and then next week, so we're gonna take these matches serious, hopefully win out and keep our win streak going. But we did make playoffs, so hopefully those go well for us. But today we are going to focus on Pokeprez and his Gumshoos and all of his crazy threats. So I'm gonna go ahead and get connected with him, and I will be right back with you guys in just a bit. Alright, it looks like we are connected up with Pokeprez. We are going to decide the rules real quick. Single battle rules, and then we are going to get into it. Alright, select the team to participate. We know who we're bringing, and you guys can see that down below me as well. You guys can see who I'm predicting Pokeprez to bring. Things that I am kind of afraid of seeing are Golisopod, Electric, Tapu Bulu is pretty scary, Cresselia is pretty scary. If we see that Ribombee, we're going to be expecting webs, and we see some. Okay, I can work with this team. It looks like he's got a couple setup mons with that Regirock, or not Regirock, but Scrafty and Snorlax. Let me just go ahead and change the layout here real quick. So he's got the Snorlax, he's got the Scrafty. Does not have the Ribombee, so I'm actually going to lead with rocks because I feel like rocks are going to be super important. So we're going to lead with Hippowdon. And then he's got, what else does he have? He didn't bring Crest, which is actually super nice. I think he brought Mudsdale. So he didn't bring Tentacruel, he didn't bring Crest, and he didn't bring Bulu. Did he bring? He didn't bring Golisopod either. Man, my predictions were horrible. Where are you at? Man, I hate this every single time. Every single time. Regirock. There we go. Regirock. Alright, I'm actually gonna lock myself in here real quick with Grumpy Lumps leading. I think that the Mega Manectric could lead, and that's kind of a free opportunity for us to go ahead and get rocks up. I did not bring Regirock on the layout. I swear I did. I swear I did. Okay, I got him, you guys. I got him. He's wondering, he's like, what is taking this kid so long? I've got my layout, dude. I've got my layout. Alright, I'm gonna hit confirm because I'm all set to go. I'm all set to go. I'm expecting that Manectric lead. I'm really happy to not be seeing the Bulu or the whatchamacallit, the Cresselia. Happy to not see those things, and the Ribombee. Those were kind of things that were spooking me a little bit. We're gonna lead up with Hippowdon here, Grumpy Lumps, and he's just gonna go Regirock. So we might be exchanging rocks. Can this thing learn Ice Punch? We set up the sand for him, and he actually has a team that's pretty decent in sand. Or do we just go for an EQ? Do we just go for an EQ? Alright, let's check it out. Hippowdon, what are you doing to this thing? Hippowdon against a Regirock. Boom. We're going to assume Stealth Rock side. Earthquake is only doing about 12% Stone Edge. I don't know if this thing learns Ice Punch. I'm going to check that out right now. We're going to check that out right now. We've got time. I'm not going to rush through my plays because I want to make sure that I am making the most accurate plays that I can. Regirock, what are you learning? What are you learning, my friend? Drain Punch, It does learn Ice Punch, so what is an Ice Punch doing? Ice Punch is still only doing like 20%, so I feel free to go ahead and just get up our rocks. If he wants to be like some crazy set with, and we outspeed, which is always nice. If he wants to have like Curse weakness or Rock Polish weakness policy, ooh, the avoiding, that's highly unfortunate. We avoided that attack. I feel like I should be going out into Juggernaut now, because we did avoid that. What is he doing to our Juggernaut? I feel like he's gonna just go for another Toxic. That is a very unfortunate turn 1 miss. Mega against a Regirock. It's still not doing much. It's still not doing much. So I think that that's our play. Is, or do we just try to get damage off? How much are we doing with the Earthquake? We are doing about 30%. How much is Aggron doing? It's about 30% across the board, so nothing really wants to touch this thing. If we go Aggron, what's coming in? I don't really know. I just feel comfortable. I don't necessarily want to let Grumpy Lumps go ahead and get Toxic. So we're going to just go Aggron. If he goes for like a Drain Punch or something, he is a superstar. He goes for a Toxic again, so we go ahead and avoid that crazy shenanigans, and we're just going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and I kind of want to just Heavy Slam. What's coming in would probably be... I don't want to go for an Earthquake and have him go out into Electros. Could go Snorlax, he could go Mudsdale. Actually, I think that Mudsdale would be his play. He's got a very nice team right here. He's got a very bulky team. What am I doing to a Mudsdale? Heavy Slam to a Mudsdale. Mudsdale. Choice Band. Heavy Slam's not doing much. Superpower is actually doing a decent chunk. What other mons could come in? I think Superpower may be the play, because Superpower is doing a decent chunk to this thing as well. So we're going to just go ahead, get off the Mega Evolution, and go for the Superpower and just hit something really hard. If he wants to switch, that's fine. He's actually going to just stay in and probably just go for an EQ or something like that, which is fine. Makes me kind of want to, kind of wish I Heavy Slammed, but that's fine. We're just going to get a huge Superpower off. Does a nice load of damage. Does a very nice load of damage. He goes for the T-Wave to go ahead and kind of hinder us a little bit, which is fine by me. This is a fully supportive Regirock with leftovers. What do I want to do? -1 Superpower. Do I just Superpower again? Does he stay in is the question. That was doing over half. I don't think he's got as much bulk investment as I had in my calcs, because let me see, Regirock, yeah, Superpower is only doing 30 to whatever, so maybe he's, let's see, playing with the calc. It's always hard to figure out who or what set he's running. Oh, we have plenty of time here. We have plenty of time. Huh. Unless he's got like no HP investment and no defense investment, and he's like adamant. But that wouldn't make sense with the movesets he's running. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a crit or anything, so who knows? Who knows? I'm actually probably, I feel safe just going for another Superpower. Because even at -1, it's probably going to be doing a decent amount of damage. What would be his switch, though, if he did? Maybe Mudsdale? Let's just roar and get this thing out of here. Oh, man. This Regirock. It's so thick, you guys. You have no idea. It's so thick. I'm actually going to roar and kind of cycle his mons. If he wants to switch, that's better for us. But he's just going to go for a Stone Edge. Wow, that did a lot. Not gonna lie, that did a lot. So we get the roar off. We reveal the roar, which is fine. Brings this big boy in. I'm actually gonna go for the roar again and just kind of cycle his mons out, just to kind of get some chip going on. I'm just gonna go for a roar again. Hopefully we can get lucky with these paralysis. So he's gonna curse after seeing the roar. But that's fine, because if we can go ahead and break through this paralysis and get Snorlax out of here, that's yes. And we do break through the paralysis, get Snorlax out of here, and get some nice cycling going on. The Mega Manectric does come out, and this kind of spooks me out a little bit. I think that our best play would be out into Nihilego. Let's see, what are you doing to a Nihilego? He'd probably go for like an overheat is only doing like 15 to 17% if he's max, especially invested. So part of me wants to just go ahead. Nihilego has a really nice special defense stat, so we could go Nihilego and just go for a pretty free sludge wave, get some damage off on something. I don't want to let Juggernaut just take a flamethrower, because flamethrower to a Mega Manectric, or from a Mega Manectric, is doing Mega Manectric is doing a lot. It's doing over half actually. So there's no way I want to leave Aggron in here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out to Lily. Lily can handle any hit. Hopefully he doesn't go for some Thunder Wave. I don't think he would, because we're already paralyzed and he'd have to. He'd be a legend if he did that. He's gonna just stay in Mega Evolve. I'm expecting a Fire type move. I'm fully expecting a Fire type move. Intimidate comes off. That's fine. And the Flamethrower. So this thing does have Flamethrower. I should be keeping notes. That's what I should be doing. We eat those. Let's see. We're gonna be typing things. Manectric, Regirock, Mudsdale, Scrafty, Snorlax. And then Electros. Alright, so what do we know so far? We know that Regirock, I'm just gonna go for a Sludge Wave. I have no reason not to. So that's why I'm taking my time here. We know that it has leftovers with T-Wave, Toxic, Stone Edge. We know that this thing has Flamethrower, and it's holding the Mega Stone. Snorlax has Curse. I hate Curse Lax. So him bringing it, it's a headache, you guys. It is a headache. So Nihilego against a whatchamacallit, Mudsdale would probably be his bulkiest mon. Sludge Wave is still doing about a quarter. That's just gonna be our play. I don't mean to be like running the timer and stuff. I just want to go for. Does he have HP ground? Please don't. Volt switch. Okay, that is fine. Obviously he thought he would outspeed. He did not know we are scarfed. He does now. So we saw the Volt switch. I was very scared that he had HP ground. So obviously he does not have HP ground, which is good to know. I was kind of worried about that. Volt switch. So that Manectric took a lot of damage, which is super nice. Man, I can't believe I didn't predict like any of his team correctly. He just goes out into Regirock, making me think that this thing actually does have the EQ. So why else would you bring this thing in? What is a Sludge Wave? I'm not gonna do it, you guys, but I'm just curious what a Sludge Wave does to this thing. Sludge Wave does about 20% at mid-roll. So I'm just gonna go back out into Aggron and just threaten him out with a superpower. Threaten him out with a superpower. He's gonna go for the explosion. So he's just sacking this thing off. I'm really glad we made the switch. We should eat this. Okay, we do. So Regirock goes down to an explosion. That was insane. Yeah, Nihilego was not appreciating that. Nihilego was not appreciating that. Explosion. The Regirock. Commit suicide. With explosion. Whoa, shiny Mudsdale. You guys, Mudsdale is easily one of my favorite Gen 7 mons. I'm expecting an earthquake. What are you doing to Latios? I did make a last minute change. I forgot to announce this at the beginning of the video, but I did put Ice Beam on instead of Recover on our Latios. Just so you guys know. Just so you're aware. Choice Band, Heavy Slam is doing a lot, but Ice Beam is a 2-shot. And if he goes for an Earthquake, that's a pretty nice play. Otherwise, Hippowdon. See, the thing is I was prepared for Crest and not like these guys, so Hippowdon isn't doing much to this thing. Do we make that play though? If we make that prediction and we're correct, it turns out really nice for us. But if we don't, I'm seeing what a Mudsdale will do to a Primarina, and a Primarina does not like Mudsdale. So I actually think I might make the play out into Latios and go for, what is Draco doing in this thing? Can Draco kill? Draco cannot. Ice Beam is the play to make if I do switch out into Latios. Because this thing can't one-shot me. I think that that's my play. I think that the Earthquake is really obvious. I think it is. But I feel like he's backed up against a corner right now and doesn't really want to go for a prediction. So we see the Stealth Rocks, which is a good middle ground play. Definitely gets rocks up on his side. I've got a Darmanitan that does not like rocks. Darmanitan does not like rocks. I actually, do I go Ice Beam or do I just Draco right here? Would Snorlax come in? I'm gonna go for the... Alright, I just want to see what Draco will do at -1. At -1. Special attack, -1. Or not Draco, but Ice Beam. So Draco's doing about 65 to 77 if he's just physically defensive and no special. It's doing about 65 to 77, and then at -1 Ice Beam will be able to knock him out. The thing is does he stay in? So I go Draco. The thing with Draco too is if it misses, that sucks. If I go Ice Beam and he goes out into, I think that Snorlax would be his play, which would kind of spook me out a little bit. That's why I kind of want Draco. What's the Draco doing to Snorlax? Draco's only doing like 30%. Ice Beam is doing nothing though. I'm gonna go for the Draco. Oh, I'm running out of time. I'm thinking so much about my moves. I'm just gonna go for the Draco. If he stays in, he stays in. He does withdraw. Show me the Snorlax. Scrafty. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So Scrafty comes out, and we get the Draco off. And is this a dead Scrafty? It is not. But it's a hurting Scrafty. Is it gonna be Scarf Scrafty? I'm assuming it's Moxie Scrafty. Yeah, knockoff is killing me, but at -1, Ice Beam is doing 20 to 25%. Draco is obviously going to pick up the kill. I think that we would have to go for Draco. I'm going to keep the pressure up and go for another Draco. We outspeed unless he's Scarfed. And he's not Scarfed, and we land the Draco. So we knock out Scrafty with the Draco. Scrafty. Latios. Kills Scrafty with Draco. Alright, so Latios is coming through again, you guys. We do have to save it for the Mudsdale because I really don't have any good answers for that thing. And it was a really good bring on his part. He's going Snorlax. I'm going to go right out into Mega Aggron because I'm assuming this thing wants to set up. And he has free right to because I am a -2 Latios. And that will just kind of put in the work on me. We're going to just try to roar this thing out. We're going to try to roar this thing out because I see the curse coming. Okay, Fire Punch. So he does have Fire Punch. I will make note of that. We are a Mega Aggron, so of course we eat those. Fire Punch. And we still have yet to see an item. I'm assuming a berry of some sort. Part of me just wants to go for the superpower. Because he's got what, that Mudsdale, Electros, Manectric. Okay. What am I doing to a Snorlax with? I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm going superpower. I am going superpower. He does go for the curse. Roar was the play. Superpower will still do a lot. It'll pop his berry at the very least. But I think that this next play, I'm gonna go roar. Unfortunately, my opponent has had some kind of rotten luck with our paralysis. We have yet to be paralyzed. So, very fortunate for us. Kind of unfortunate for him. And we're going to just go ahead and go for a roar. I could see this thing knocking us out. I could definitely see this thing knocking us out here. He's going to recycle his berry as we roar him out. Hopefully, we can get the roar off. So, he has recycle, fire punch, and we do get the roar off. So, recycle, and he's got a berry. And does Manectric faint? Manectric does not faint. That's actually pretty big. Berry. Manectric not fainting right here kind of lets him just go for a strong electric move. Or fire move. But if we knock it out with Nihilego, we get some beast boosts. Because I don't see a Volt Switch coming. He did a lot of damage with his Volt Switch. Mega Manectric. Volt Switch, it says should have only done 23 to 28. What's... Maybe it did. Maybe it did and I'm a scrub. Maybe it did and I'm a scrub. 109 we are at. So 59%. So Volt Switch did... Volt Switch did more. It did 31%. I might just let Juggernaut go down, or I go out into Grumpy Lumps, or I just go out into Spearmint. But he probably has the HP Ice. I'm actually gonna let Juggernaut go down. We have 2 Whirlwind users. I'm gonna go for an Earthquake. And we outspeed. How do we outspeed? I'm confused. I'm confused. He must have gone for a roar of his own or something. I'm really confused. I've never in my life seen a Mega Aggron outspeed a Manectric. I'm assuming he had some anti-priority move like roar. But Mega Aggron kills Manectric with EQ. Alright, so this big boy comes out. And part of me just wants to roar and keep this cycling going because it's been working out for us. He's gonna just Z-power and just kill us. Easy mode. Easy mode right now. Goodbye. So he does go for the Seal move. He might have been predicting Primarina or Latios. Just wanting to get some major damage off on something. And a Z move was going to probably body Latios. So that's probably what he was predicting. And Juggernaut eats that. Oh, I love you, Juggernaut. And there's the para. Not a huge deal. Seems how I was just going for roar. I'm actually going to go for superpower now and just let Juggernaut kind of go down. Let Juggernaut go down. He goes for the superpower of his own. I don't see him staying in anymore at -1. So I'm gonna go out into Latios and click some Dracos. Drop some Dracos on this thing. Or we could go pre-Marina. Go for a Scald. He's got Eelektross, Snorlax, and this thing. I'm actually just gonna go Spearmint and go for the Draco. I don't see him staying in, and nothing really wants to take a Draco. He could go Snorlax, and it would potentially live it. But I'm just gonna drop the Draco. Drop the Draco. See what happens. At -1, he is not knocking us out, so he's gonna stay in. We drop the Draco. This should do a good amount, and then we can just ooh. Alright, then we can just Ice Beam next turn. So Stamina kicks in, that's nice. Heavy Slam at -1 shouldn't do too much. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So we're just going to go for the Ice Beam here. He might be just sacking off Mudsdale. Or he might preserve it. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough call. Mudsdale is really good against my team. Mudsdale is super good against my team. He's going to withdraw. Good play, good play. Go out into Snorlax. Can we pop that berry again? We will pop the berry. He will probably recycle the berry. Oh, this thing is annoying. This thing is annoying. So he's Citrus. And we just go for the Ice Beam. Whoa, crit. Oh my goodness. I feel like all the hacks are in my favor. I feel really bad. We're going to go out into our Hippowdon now. What's a Snorlax to a Hippowdon? I feel like the recycle is coming because he knows. We just stay in and go for the Draco. That's a play. That's definitely a play. Against a Snorlax. If we are -1. We're doing 20 to 23%. Oh, that's not fun. He's at about 30, 35, so we wouldn't knock him out. He'd have to go for a Recycle though on this play. What does Latios do for us now? I guess I could dish out a mean hit to that Eelektross. And he did save that Mudsdale. So Latios is still important. We can't just go for another Draco. I'm going to go ahead and just swap out into our Grumpy Lumps. I could see, and then I'm just gonna Whirlwind just to get him out. He probably has Body Slam, Recycle, Curse, and something else. We're gonna get the Sandstream up. He goes for the Recycle and Fire Punch. Yeah, that's right. We did see the Fire Punch from this thing. Eats the berry. Snorlax is so underrated, you guys. So underrated. Alright, so Sandstorm kicks in. Our leftovers go off. I'm going to get this thing out because I don't want to deal with it until like the end of the game. And we're not going to be doing much damage as a Hippowdon. He just recycles his berry. That's fine. We're going to get this thing out of here. He's probably going to be really upset that we have two phasing Mons. But the phasing plus the rocks are really going to be doing some good damage to his squad. So out comes Eelektross. Out comes Eelektross. This thing kind of invites Latios out. Depending on his set. If he's physical or special. I'm going to leave Grumpy Lumps in to find out and just go for another Whirlwind. Or Slack Off. Because I think he's going to outspeed me. I'm torn. I'm torn. Because I don't know. This thing could be physical and it could be special. And that's what's so scary about Eelektross. I think it's special. Just looking at my team. He gets a better array of special moves. But he could be physical, or you don't have to be physical to run Super Feint. I'm just going to go for a Whirlwind and keep the phasing coming. I don't know what move he went for that we're outspeeding with Whirlwind, but I'm okay with it. I know this phasing is probably really annoying, and I do apologize, but you gotta do what you gotta do to win, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. He's gonna get buffeted. He's probably gonna recycle his berry. And we're just going to keep the phasing going. I would be so annoyed if I were him. I do apologize, Pokeprez. I do apologize. I was expecting Cresselia, and that's why I brought Whirlwind and Roar, and it's just coming really clutch in this game. So we're going to keep it coming. We're going to keep it coming. He did switch out on this thing earlier, and Sandstorm is doing the work as well. So he's probably going to go for Giga Drain now, if he has it. I'm so confused as to why we're outspeeding with Whirlwind. I'm just going to keep going. I have no reason not to. I have no reason not to. We'll see what he does. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Superpower. We eat that. I probably should have gone Earthquake there. But I'm going to keep it going. I have no reason not to. There's the eel. I want to see what this thing does to me. I want to see what this thing does to me. So far, we've been outspeeding every time with Whirlwind. Unless Whirlwind isn't an anti-priority move. Like Roar and Dragon Tail. But that wouldn't make any sense. So he goes for a U-turn. He's going to get some chip off. And he goes out into... Why doesn't want to go? I don't know. I don't know. My opponent's got a very tough predicament here. Mudsdale, and he's going to get Whirlwinded out. So I think that I can actually start just putting on pressure with... I could do Darmanitan. Start Flare Blitzing. Or Superpowering. And the Electros comes in. That's best case scenario, you guys. That Electros coming in is best case scenario. I am going to go for another Whirlwind. I don't know. Throat Chop. So this is a physical Electros. Alright, so that's good to know. After this, I'm done playing these games. I'm just going to start EQing this Snorlax. Actually, I don't want to set it up. I don't like being that guy that just spams freaking Whirlwind. I don't want to win like that. That's how I've been doing it. The thing is like if he goes for a Body Slam right now, and I switch into Darmanitan and he gets a Para, that's huge. This Snorlax could be a huge problem because if he can keep recycling that berry. And then like if I switch into nothing wants to take a Body Slam. Then a Para would really be huge for my squad. Who's my least favorite or least useful? I'm gonna go out into Spearmint. I'm gonna be done with this shenanigans. Go out into Spearmint and drop Dracos. He is going to do the return. See, return. So this is gonna knock out Spearmint. Oh, it's not. And we just hit Draco Meteor. I think that's how it goes. Draco, we connect. Will this knock out? I don't know. Snorlax is really bulky. And it doesn't, you guys. Snorlax is so bulky. Recycle. I should have kept with the games, you guys. I should have kept with the games. It's alright. It's alright. He's gonna recycle again. No reason not to. I'm gonna go Browse and just really start putting on pressure with superpowers. Choice Band and superpowers is gonna do a lot of damage, you guys. Browse is coming in. Recycle. Yep. No reason not to. No reason not to. He's got well, and this is what you get when you have two teams that are like really bulky and thick. You have these stall wars. So I'm gonna go for a Choice Band superpower. This should knock out, and it does. So we get knockout Snorlax with superpower. So Darmanitan kills Snorlax with superpower. He goes Mudsdale. I will be swapping out into our Latios. Or I just go for another Superpower. Superpower will knock him out at this range. We're choiced. Can Superpower just clean? We knock out Mudsdale. What's his face? Mudsdale. So, Darmanitan. KOs Mudsdale. Superpower. And then this Electros. I think we knock it out. I don't know. I'm assuming. And we will see. We will see how this game wraps up. I'm really curious as to what move he was going for that made my Whirlwinds outspeed him. And then we do take out that Electros. So very good game, Pokeprez. If you guys could, make sure you guys go check him out. Check his side of the battle up. Wish him a good game. His link will be in the description below. It was a really good game. Big win for us. Brings us to 5-2. So we're sitting at a nice crispy 5-2 record. The Roar and Whirlwind shenanigans with the rocks, that was huge for us, getting that phasing in. It really turned out to be the difference maker in this game. Primarina and Nihilego, those two didn't even touch the field. The plan was to sweep with Nihilego, but the Jellyfish was resting her little feelers, and the two Walls and Aggron and Hippowdon did the work. But I hope you guys did enjoy. We have one more battle, I believe. We were having to vote whether we wanted 9 weeks in, or 9 weeks of the season, or 8. Currently it's set at 8, so I think that's what we're sticking to, but there may be one more. I think that it's just going to stick with 8. So we have one more battle next week against Sleeve Card. It'd be great to go into playoffs on a high note. That would be amazing, but I'm going to go ahead and get out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Good game to you, Pokeprez. Good luck the rest of the season. I know you will be making the playoffs, so we will see you there. Hopefully, I would love another a rematch and change things up a little bit. But hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you hit that like button down below. Also, subscribe if you're new to join the Kryptic crew. And that's going to be it for me, guys. This is Kryptic Flash. I'm out.